So something connected with something else. So militarism and concerns to preserve hierarchies are threatened by old ecstatic rituals because they are biotechnologies that were developed exactly to avoid war and social stratification, maybe already from the Minoan times. So this says that until now, these were used as biotechnologies to avoid war and social stratification hierarchies. But as I was saying, we need to be aware of the ways in which these tools, if they're not practiced within specific set of values of liberation and equality and pacifism, they can also be used in other ways and support militarism. And as I mentioned in one of the classes before, this kind of experience of the Nazi gatherings for the speeches of Hitler, in many books they are connected to a Dionysian experience, but not in terms of values. This is where they are wrong. In terms of being entranced, like the power of collective entrancement and losing one's own individuality, and to merge your soul with the soul of the group. This is something that was happening in the Nazi gatherings. And in many ways, it's also happening in, for example, Trump political campaigns. There is this charismatic figure. There was Hitler in that case. And the power of these charismatic people to influence the masses that kind of lose their own self-discernment. Yeah, this is an ecstatic experience in itself. Because if you think about it, even in the army, they use repetitive beats. This drumming is used there too. And the power of it to be a soldier is to merge your own consciousness with the group. So it's not about you anymore. It's about the group. But then what are the values there? And whose intention and who are you benefiting? Dionysian spaces were spaces where of equality, of no hierarchies, of women empowerment. This is another story. But the same techniques and the same neurological reactions to certain techniques can be used with very different outcomes. So patriarchy is not the original condition of humankind. The system of patriarchy is a historic construct. It's a cultural construct. It's a social construct. It has a beginning. It will have an end. This is my final message to this. Again, I love these artists that take ancient paintings and put them in modern context. So the Maenads, and not just women, all the followers of Dionysus that reconnect and resonate with those practices in the past, they are the ones that have the power to bring about the end of patriarchy. Because if it's not them, who would do it? Maybe that's my final message. Remember who you are. This was in Boom some years ago, and I am this one here with the green top. So may we all remember the ones that feel resonance to these ancient practices, how we can bring them about in modern times, how we can connect to these lineages. And I mentioned just I focused on festivals because of the music and the the psychoactive substances. But in terms of values, also the Me Too movement, the Fridays for Future movement, these are all parts, bits and pieces of this puzzle that we've been looking at over these 6 weeks. And so, how to connect the dots and how to support each other's forms of activism, how not to defragment ourselves into many different movements that don't see the connections and don't understand that we need to support each other, not always only criticize each other. So yeah, that's my wish. And I thank you very much.